The NBA season is back, and so are the debate mates. Last time we were here celebrating 1 year. Now we're here celebrating the start of the new NBA season. You already know who I'm here with. Rumor has it you're the resident Laker fan. Can you confirm or deny that, rumor?
I'm LA Bond, baby.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Sure.
What you mean, baby?
Alright, so we got the resident Laker fan, Coach Stretch, here, as always.
Yes.
And we're here to discuss the opening night and the real opening night where everybody plays
Right,
of the NBA season. What, 13 teams are 1-0?
Yeah.
13 others are 0-1?
0-1.
So let's discuss both sides of that in a game that Stretch so eloquently put as.
Overreaction or reality?
Right, so I think we should start on opening night, the real opening night.
Okay.
So, you want to start with the Toronto game first, or should we start with LA?
Let's ease into LA. I got a lot to say about LA. So let's go Toronto and overreaction or reality?
Alright, so
the Raptors are 1-0.
That's reality.
Reality.
I have to say.
Are they in my opinion, I thought they looked good.
Yeah.
And, in my opinion, even though, they had some issues down the stretch late, but I thought they looked good. So, overreaction or reality? Is the Toronto Raptors, are they able to make a run at a repeat?
No. That is an overreaction. I do think they played really well. And the Pelicans, although they don't have Zion, they're nothing to sneeze at this year.
Right,
They're tough competition.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram looked great. Well, we'll get to the Pelican side in a minute, but
Brandon Ingram crap.
but they looked really good. Pascal Siakam. So what I was going to ask you next, but I'll talk about this for a second. Is he looked really good too? Like
He did.
At the beginning of the game, I didn't think he was looking that great. He missed a bunch of bunnies at the rim.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the stat sheet and he had like 30 points all of a sudden.
Yeah.
What you can really tell when a player goes from like a good player to a star is how they play towards the end of the game. And then star to superstar, playoffs, stuff like that. But in the end of the game, it was a really close game. Pascal Siakam scored like 8 straight points for the Raptors.
Yeah.
So that to me really stood out, that he looks like he can take control. If he hadn't fouled out, who knows if that game even goes to overtime. Does he have 40 points?
Yeah.
45? Does he have the opening night 50 like Kyrie, which again we'll get to later? But Fred VanVleet looked amazing.
He did.
For a while, I was thinking I was going to come in here and declare he was the best player on the Raptors, but then Pascal Siakam took control a little bit.
Yeah, Pascal was very consistent throughout the night.
Yeah, but other than that, the bench wasn't amazing.
No.
Serge Ibaka played pretty well.
He did. They all did what they were supposed to do.
What do you think?
I mean, to me, I thought Pascal earned his money.
Right.
Like I said, he did start off a little rough. I think that was more nerves because he's the lead horse on that team now. He's not a complimentary piece. He is the guy on that team now. Right. Fred VanVleet is, trying to become that next guy for them. You can see Kyle Lowry, his time is running out with that team, and Fred is on deck. Right. So. Be looking for them because they could be in a buyer's market around the All-Star break. Beware. I think they can make a run if someone will take that Kyle Lowry contract. I think they can make a run.
All right, overreaction or reaction? Pascal Siakam has already earned his contract.
Overreaction. I need some more.
Yeah.
I need some more. Like one game isn't gonna say you earned that money. Like I need. Can he get them into a top two or three seed in the East?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. He may.
So really?
Okay, so who's the top 3 seeds in the East? Philly.
Milwaukee. And I said the Celtics. You had the Heat.
I did have the Heat, but I had Toronto at 4. So
Right. To me, there's 2 teams of Eastern Conference. There are 2 tiers. There's the good, really good, which is like our elite Bucks and Sixers.
Okay.
And then after that, if the Bucks or the Sixers are playing another Eastern Conference playoff team, it might be like a 10, 20-point game. Mm-hmm. Any of those other teams, 3 through 9, play each other, you're going to see a close game, I think. So after 1 and 2, they're all kind of
bunched together.
Yeah. Like the Pacers lost to the Pistons.
Yeah.
The Eastern Conference teams can really shuffle around a lot. So could they? Maybe. The Celtics didn't look too great. So they could have potentially come across or beat them. Like I said, the Pacers lost to the Pistons. You never know, but
get used to that, Celtics fans. They didn't look great. Oh, okay. But here's my thing. So if Pascal can
Lakers
lead
lost
them,
by 10, by the way.
well,
But we'll continue.
okay, so we'll get to that. So if Pascal can lead them to a 3 seed or a team that has home court advantage,
Right.
I'll say he earned his contract.
I think it's more playoffs for him.
Oh, I agree, but he got to get them there first.
Right.
You know, he got to get them there
But
because
if no one came into the season saying they wouldn't be a top 4 seed, that's the general consensus is they're going to be a top 4 seed.
Okay, so can they win a series in the playoffs?
They'd have to get higher than 4 for me. Because if they're playing a team with Victor Oladipo's coming
See,
back,
that's what I'm saying.
or
that's why they got to be a top 3 seed.
yeah,
They got to stay on that 4 or 5 matchup because
Right.
the 4 or 5 matchup possibly is going to be Indiana, somewhere around there.
Right.
You got to stay away from that 4 or 5 matchup.
Right.
You got to get it to a top 3 seed.
Yeah, they're top 3 up there right now with Charlotte Hornets 1-0.
Jesus Christ. that overreaction or reaction. Michael Jordan had a good draft.
Oh, total reality. Terry Rozier already earned every penny of that contract.
Terry Rozier is horrible. He is horrible. Oh my God, Terry Rozier. Scary Terry.
Scary Terry.
Woo.
Beat the Bulls. I have the Bulls making a playoff run, but apparently not.
Overreaction big time, baby. You can't beat the Charlotte Hornets. Oh, opening night. God,
And Larry Markkinen at 35.
Right. How do you blow that night? How do you blow that night? Okay. Next topic. Luka Doncic
Yeah.
had a great opening night. All right. I think he set a record or something.
Yeah.
Opening night.
35, 9, and 4.
Right.
Like that.
So he made some NBA history with his stat line with Kristaps Porzingis. All right. Overreaction or reality? Dallas Mavericks will make the playoffs.
So, one reason that I'm feeling confident about them is yes, they did beat the Wizards,
Right.
but the Wizards set the record for most threes by a team.
Okay.
It might have been most threes by a team on an opening night. I didn't read it that carefully, but it was something like that. So, if they're beating a team that is shooting threes at that high of a volume and percentage, then that speaks highly for them.
You do realize the Wizards are bad, right?
I do realize the Wizards are bad, and Bradley Beal got ejected.
Right.
So you never know if he had could have.
If he finished the game, right? Exactly.
You never know. So, but Luka's gonna be an All-Star. Kristaps could make it to the All-Star game.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
You think they get 2 guys in the All-Star?
I think that Luka's a lock for me. They have to be in the playoffs for both of them.
Okay.
Luka's a lock already. That's not a overreaction.
He's
That's
a
reality.
lock?
He's a lock.
That sounds like a little reaction.
Fans love him
Fans do love him.
because he's the next Dirk.
But he's in the West. He's in the West.
But he's.
There's a lot of heat coming from the West, baby.
I don't know. I think he makes.
Okay.
So what do you think about their playoff chances then?
Slim.
I agree. I don't think they'll make it.
I don't think so either. I think there are a lot of good teams in the West. I don't think they make the cut.
Right.
Yeah, and because they beat a bad Wizards team, I'm sorry, I wasn't impressed. I just wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
I mean, he went to town on Bradley Beal. And no argument here.
Bradley Beal's a good defender.
He is a good defender. However, Kristaps Porzingis got 21 on who?
Thomas Bryant.
Oh, God. See, these guys, man, could easily be working at Foot Locker next week, man.
Dominating.
Selling shoes, man. 60% off, man. Clearance rack.
Is that LeBron shoes 60% off?
No, never.
Oh.
Never.
Right.
Never.
The 5 turnover special. We'll get that.
You want to go into that now?
Yeah, I want to go into that right now.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Let's
Overreaction or reality?
Okay.
It's a Clippers town.
Overreaction.
Reality.
Overreaction.
100% reality.
Okay, I'll prove it. Overreaction. Number one, when Mr. Kawhi Leonard,
All right, we'll go fact for fact. You than me.
got his microphone to welcome in the NBA season, the crowd at Staples booed him.
Okay, that's a good one.
Booed him.
So cities normally they go for winners.
Yeah.
Clippers won by 10. Your turn.
Oh. Big cities like LA usually feed off stars. The Lakers have the bigger stars.
The Clippers have more stars.
No way.
Yeah, they do.
Kawhi and PG.
Kawhi, PG.
Go ahead and reach on another one.
Lou Williams.
Stop playing. Stop it, man.
Lou Williams is a reason you go to a game, a Clippers game.
He
Go to a game to see Lou Williams.
Was before Kawhi and Paul George got there.
You still like. So if you're telling me someone gave you a Clippers game, or Clippers tickets, obviously the first thing you'd say is, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to see Kawhi Leonard and Paul George," but you wouldn't think, "And I get to see one of the best, if not the greatest, sixth man of all time."
Okay.
20-time winner of the Sixth Man of the Year award.
Okay, I digress. Maybe. Okay. All right. I'd rather go see their coaching staff before I go see Lou Will. They got a great coaching staff. Sam Cassell, Doc Rivers, and Ty Lue.
Yep.
So, anyway, let's dive into that game, okay?
Yeah.
Overreaction or reality, the Lakers will struggle this year.
Just in general?
Mm-hmm.
So, they're going to win 50 games, I think.
Okay.
LeBron, AD, they just ran into a tough team, you know? You're not going to get a whole lot of easy wins against the Clippers.
Right.
Kuzma didn't play, Rondo didn't play.
Mm-hmm.
The one
Your
thing...
man, Alex Caruso didn't play.
How can you do that?
Right, he got a DMP, man. Frank Vogel's going to get fired, man. You can't have Alex Caruso out there with DMPs.
I have Alex Caruso on the floor.
Right.
But the one thing that makes me worried about them is it's game 1.
Yeah.
And LeBron's already out there in end of season form. 18 points, 5 turnovers in game 1. You can't blame fatigue at this point. You sat out March through November or October.
Right. See, and I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say it.
Okay.
And here's what happened. Okay. When you take on the responsibility of being point guard, okay, that means you're responsible for getting your team into a flow.
Right.
Okay. LeBron James took that too literally and felt like he had to bring the ball up every time down the floor when he's being hounded by Patrick Beverly.
Right.
Just pass it to Danny Green and let him dribble the ball up the floor and come back and get it.
But Danny Green is not an NBA level ball handler.
It doesn't matter. AD could have dribbled the ball up the floor.
That's my biggest problem with him. It's like
Bradley could have dribbled the ball up the floor.
Even when but the thing is, none of those guys are good ball handlers.
Avery Bradley could dribble the basketball.
Okay,
he's a combo guard. Like he's played some point in the league. I didn't understand why LeBron felt the need to personally, I'm gonna dribble the basketball every time up the floor.
But if Avery Bradley brings the ball up the court, and he's hounded by Patrick Beverly bringing the ball up the court the whole time, he's too small. He's not a good enough ball handler.
Pass the ball back to LeBron.
But LeBron,
all they were doing was putting Patrick Beverly on whoever was dribbling the ball up the floor.
And the Lakers, they had a lot of post-ups with LeBron and AD. Because without Rondo, they have no penetration.
Right.
LeBron, it's kind of weird with LeBron because he's kind of like Giannis, where he has to have the ball to do well.
I just like to mess with Kenny.
He definitely went into too far of a facilitator's role.
Right.
He had 9 assists.
Yeah, and 5 turnovers.
Which isn't good numbers, But though he lost all his aggression towards the end of the game. And for real, he only made 1 basket outside of 15 feet, and that was like the first jump shot that he took. After that, he didn't make anything outside of 15 feet. He lost all his aggression, and I'm trying not to be overly critical of Frank Vogel because it's only 1 game.
Here, I'll be overly critical for you.
Oh, go ahead, please. Because it's only 1 game. I'm a Laker fan. I'm trying to trust his process and his thinking. But his substitutions were horrible.
So I don't have too many bad things to say on Frank Vogel necessarily.
What?
But I have a lot of bad things to say about the Lakers franchise and what they've done recently.
The franchise?
The franchise. Well, the GM especially.
Okay. The new GM or the GMs?
It's time for someone to just say it. I know you want to deny it. I know a lot of people want to deny it because they got Anthony Davis. But Lakers struck out in free agency.
Yeah, what? You got Anthony Davis.
The Lakers struck out in free agency.
You got Anthony Davis.
That everyone wants to say Anthony Davis, but when you look at what the other teams did, what the other competition did, they struck out in free agency. They got Anthony Davis.
Wait, how do you say that?
Because they got Anthony Davis. Okay, that's the obvious one.
Okay.
All-world talent, yes. You re-signed Rajon Rondo, Danny Green. I'm happy with that. 28 points. You're not expecting that from him every night, but that's still a really, really good performance.
Yeah.
Troy Daniels. Is he even going to play?
Yeah, he played. He hit a three. Then he hit two or three. I think he hit 2 threes. But my thing is this, and this is why I'm upset with Frank Vogel. Certain people shouldn't be on the floor.
Right.
Jared Dudley. He looks fat and out of shape.
Well, it was just like what they did last summer where they got LeBron and all of a sudden they were like, oh, we got to sign everybody. They signed Lance Stevenson and stuff, and it didn't make any sense. They did the same exact thing.
No, you are right about that. Like, some of this stuff just makes no sense to me.
Why would you sign Avery Bradley, who didn't even play like...
I like Avery Bradley.
He barely played last year, and now you're telling me he's going to be a key piece for a contender?
But he can be. He really can be. Especially if you plan on playing LeBron at the point. He's a great person to put at the 2 spot with a healthy Kuzma, AD, JaVale McGee. I'm fine with all that. I'm fine with all that. I'm even fine with Dwight Howard. I wasn't upset with how he played at all. He came in there, he got blocks, rebounds. I have no issue with Dwight Howard. I got no issue with AD except for he burnt out down the stretch. So I'm questioning their conditioning. I'm questioning LeBron's. This is the comeback season. I'm questioning that crap. I'm questioning why sign Rajon Rondo. You know, why even re-sign him when he doesn't fit? He doesn't shoot the basketball. I'm questioning Frank Vogel as your head coach. Like, that is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And you just watch his substitution patterns over and over and over again. And I'm like, bruh, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then every show was like he's trying to figure it out. You had all preseason to figure it out. You had all training camp to figure it out. This ain't the time to figure stuff out game 1.
Right.
You should have a plan already in motion and then have a secondary plan, and so on and so forth. Not, I'm going to figure it out right now. No.
I'm going to get really philosophical here. The Lakers are trying to build a puzzle by just using corners. That's it. They have 12 players that do the exact same thing, basically.
Oh, my God.
They've got...
It's frustrating.
Here's what you have. You can dribble or spot up shoot. Not shoot off the dribble, just spot up shoot. You have a spot on the Lakers. Nobody on that team can really create their own shot, aside from LeBron. And he can't create his own shot unless it's inside the restricted area.
Right. So, I'm telling. I don't know who's calling the shots up there. Is it Pelinka? Is it Genie? Or whatever? Is it LeBron? Whoever. Somebody need to call Jay Crawford, Jamal that is, and sign that guy.
He helps, but does he help that much?
Coming off that's the problem. They need power coming off the bench. They have nothing coming off the bench.
Their starting 5 isn't that.
It isn't spectacular, right? But you need somebody that has some spunk, some spark, who can create his own shot, who can finish games for you just in case. You need to go call that guy and get him in there right now.
Well, here's the other thing with LeBron when he's being the point guard. I know everyone wants to say
horrible idea, by the way,
that he can beat Father Time, but LeBron is too old. He's going to get too tired bringing the ball.
And that's what happened.
Every time.
That's what happened.
Last year he had to take plays off on defense. This year you can't even let him take plays off on offense. So all the best players in the league, basically, like as much as you want to say they don't take any plays off and they go hard every play, there's always a play every once in a while where they just stand on the corner.
Yeah,
because they need to recharge. They know that they have to carry their team down the stretch.
Right, absolutely.
LeBron doesn't get the opportunity to do that as a point guard.
No, because the way I didn't. To be honest, I didn't see any kind of offensive flow. I saw dribble the ball up, AD go post up, boom. You don't like it? I'll get it back. I'll go try to post up myself over here. I don't like it. Swing it back. AD, you post up. There's no offensive flow. There's no. Like the Spurs, for instance, when they come down the floor, they're going to run like a little horn set, a pinch post option, LaMarcus Aldridge, scissor cut off of him. Like, what they're going to run.
Right. Gotta watch out for those scissor cuts.
Yeah, the scissor cuts will kill you.
Dangerous.
They are, and they kill you. You know, ask LeBron about those in Miami Heat. Like, he chopped them up, those scissor cuts. Like, that. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, and if you look at the formula of all of the teams that LeBron has won with, point guard, a good ball handler
Right.
who can shoot. Mario Chalmers
Rio.
and Kyrie Irving, good ball handlers that can shoot.
Absolutely.
The two guard, really, as far as backcourt goes, he had a star point guard and a star shooting guard.
Right.
And
They got an
decent
offset.
point guard, decent shooting guard both times. So those kind of offset each other. But the fact, or the thing is, one guy in the backcourt that can score and shoot.
Right.
One guy in the backcourt that can score,
Create his own
shot.
Right.
But isn't an all-star.
Right.
Then power forward, not someone that needs the ball all the time. Someone that you can create for, that can shoot, that can play a little bit of defense, and that you don't have to worry about going into the paint to get rebounds for, because they can get them by themselves.
I'm gonna tell you something
In
else.
center, okay.
I like Anthony Davis. I really do. But I think he should start Dwight Howard.
Over Anthony Davis?
No.
Oh, okay.
4 or 5.
Right.
Because Anthony Davis doesn't want to play the 5.
Right.
And also, Anthony Davis is gonna have to suck that up and play the 5 in the stretch, like down the
Anthony Davis is
stretch.
gonna have to suck it up and play the 5 when Kuzma comes back.
Yeah, you're gonna have to suck it up, man. Like, but that's fine until Kuzma comes back. I think you should start Dwight Howard, only because of Dwight Howard's aggression towards the glass, and he's actually a better scorer than JaVale McGee.
Right.
You know, you can actually give it to Dwight Howard. He can drop step, hook shot, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Create his own stuff. He crashes the glass really well. And he's a defensive, I'm not going to say guru, but he can protect the rim.
Right.
At a higher clip than JaVale McGee can.
And the other thing that worries me about the Lakers is even when they get Kuzma back, this team
Still doesn't solve it.
They either score in the open court
Right.
or half court.
And they play too slow.
They do.
With LeBron at point, it's too slow.
Yeah, they have too many athletic guys. And yes, the Clippers are probably the best defensive team in the league.
Right.
But
they had chances.
Yeah, it's kind of like what happened with the Bucks. You find out their one weakness, which they found out. The Clippers found out from Game 1. You can just derail the entire.
And that's why I'm not trying to overreact. However, it is a reality. If you slow them down, make them play half court offense, they won't be very successful.
Right. All right. So next, we're gonna look at the bright side of LA, aka the Clippers.
Stop playing with me. They got booed.
True. I mean, overreaction.
And they only won by 10.
Overreaction or reality? Kevin Durant's out. Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the NBA. I'll start this off for you. Reality. Your turn. You can say it.
It's a reality. It's a reality. LeBron James is definitely older, and to me, to be honest, he looked a step slower than he did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Last year, which Father Time's undefeated. You know, Father Time was undefeated, and
you're living proof.
I am living proof, man. Father Time was undefeated, man. And LeBron's 34. I'm 36 years old, and my knees don't function well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I get hurt. I can get hurt just walking up the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Pull a hip flex.
A regular John Wall over.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Blow your Achilles on the sidewalk walking. So, you know, they have the world's best doctors or whatever, but I know his knees are shot. I know his back he just doesn't look. Somebody said that Kawhi Leonard made, Kenny Smith said, Kawhi Leonard made LeBron James look unathletic.
Wow. You don't hear that very often.
But to be honest, when you look at that game, LeBron James didn't what did he do that was athletic?
Nothing.
Nothing. He didn't do anything that was athletic. Even his dunks, they weren't.
Right. They weren't the same power, the same.
Yeah, they weren't ferocious. They were almost like layups. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you just put your fingers on the rim for your layup. You know what I'm saying? Like
smack the backboard.
Right. You're right. You might as well just smack the glass, bro. Like it just he did look a step slow, and if that's going to be his speed for the rest of the season, you know, we're in trouble.
So we can talk about the Clippers-Lakers game for a whole half hour, the whole episode.
I agree. I could dissect that. Man.
We'll go back and forth a little bit, move on to the other game on opening night.
One more thing. Reality or overreaction. The Clippers have the best coaching staff in the NBA.
I'll take that one step further. Not only do the Clippers have the best coaching staff, not only do the Clippers have the best roster, but I'm already locking it in. It's game one. Clippers are winning the championship. No doubt in my mind already.
Wow, that is overreaction, sir.
That's no doubt in my mind.
But they should be the favorites. I will say they should be the favorites.
You know, everyone says there's parity in the league, and yeah, there is to an extent, but Clippers are winning it. Turn your TVs off. NBA season's over. Clippers have won the championship.
No way, man. So many things can happen. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen. There's always a blockbuster trade. You know it. Every year there's a blockbuster trade.
Like when Bradley Beal comes to the Clippers?
Or the Lakers.
Oh, whatever. So, moving on to our next topic, another overreaction or reality. The Pelicans can make the playoffs without Zion.
Reality. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Their roster, I'm very impressed with their roster. David Griffin did a great job of putting that thing together. He did those young guys can play, man.
They can play. You know where they came from?
The Lakers. But, yeah, they just couldn't play well in LA with LeBron. And they didn't have the right coach.
Seems to be a recurring theme.
Well, they also didn't have the right coach. Coaching matters when you got a young group like that. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, they got to respect the coach. Number two, they got to feel like he's not leading them the wrong way.
Right.
And he got to also have the belief and trust in them to let them play.
The Pelicans roster is what the Lakers were hoping. We're trying to make it.
Right.
Because they have they have a solid distributor,
right.
A solid point guard. With Zion out, they have top 3 shooter in the league, JJ Redick.
Right.
Then when he's back, Zion Williamson is kind of their pseudo LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Then power forward. Well, I guess
Zion
they
flip flop.
Small forward,
the threes,
Ingram.
3-4, the wings.
A guy that can score and get rebounds.
Right.
In a center, Derek Favors, nothing too flashy. Gets your points, get your boards.
It's a little old for didn't look bad either.
Right. And you know who else didn't look bad? I'm blanking on his name, or I know what it sounds like.
McNeil Alexander. You talking about that guy?
Nikhil Alexander.
Yeah, Nikhil.
He shot 8 shots in 1 minute, or 8
Yeah,
minutes.
yes.
No, he didn't impress me. He's shot a lot of shots. That's true.
I like him.
I like I like that he wasn't afraid, but at the same point,
he played well though. I mean, he missed some shots that I've seen him make.
He came into the game like 20 seconds into it. He shot a step back 3.
Chucking it up, baby.
I mean, that's some Russell Westbrook type stuff.
Chuck it up, baby.
But
he's wearing 0 too.
Many field goal percentage.
No, he scored, didn't he?
Yeah, he scored. He made his second shot. He made a 3.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he's chucking it up. I ain't mad at him.
I think his name was Middle. Mittle, Siddle, Middle. He was the Italian guy.
Oh, yeah, I liked him.
He was 4 for 5 from 3. He only missed the 3 at the end of the game. He airballed it.
Yeah, I liked him.
But they already lost the game at that point.
Yeah, I liked him.
But he was on fire. He was really impressive.
How'd you feel about Lonzo not playing in the fourth quarter?
Well, I don't think it would have affected the outcome. And I do kind of like that they're not just saying, Lonzo, you got traded here. We don't have a whole lot of stars. You can do whatever. Because they're kind of showing them from game 1, as much of a big name you might be.
Right.
New Orleans is Drew Holiday.
Right.
He's the point guard. As much as people want to say he's the shooting guard, he feels comfortable with the ball in his hands. Brandon Ingram played better than you. Josh Hart played better than you.
Yeah.
Sit on the bench.
His minutes went to Josh Hart. Josh Hart was in there. He got his nose dirty. Well, he ended up with like 10 rebounds or something that's like that.
A lot of threes too.
Yeah, like that's where his minutes went.
Right.
And you in the full quarter in a tight game, you got to roll with the high hand, or the guy that's gonna give you some energy. And Josh Hart was that guy. Yeah, he was that guy. In a normal scenario, I think Lonzo would have been in there. He was playing well, but not as well as Josh Hart.
Yeah, he had the step back one-legged 3.
Yeah, that's
airballed that one.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But he started the season off 100% from 3, so.
Yeah, and he made his free throws. But he was 3 for 4 or something else like that. Free throws.
75%.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Lonzo, he did all right, man.
I'm not too hard on him anymore. I feel bad.
I don't feel bad for him, but he played well. When I saw him in there, he was doing well. I think him when it's all said and done, him and Drew Holiday will be a great defensive backcourt.
Right.
And when he gets more confidence in his shooting ability, they'll be a great 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Especially with Zion, if Zion's not coming back like Because I can't stand Brandon Ingram. I just
He
can't
played
stand
really well. I know if you weren't a Lakers fan, you'd accept it too, Stretch. It's okay.
I mean, he did all right. I just wish he would do it one time in the Lakers jersey.
Yeah.
He just... It's basic, man. He's a 6'10". No rebounding joke. Anyway, so...
So, I know what'll make you even mad again, is overreaction or reaction. This isn't for me, it's just for you. You were wrong about RJ Barrett.
Oh, God, no. RJ Barrett, I mean, he ended up with 21 points last night?
In his debut against the Spurs.
Yeah, he ended up with 21 points last night. But his field goal
7
percentage
for
was...
13, 7 for 12, something like that.
Was it 13? I thought it was 7 for 15. Like, he ended up taking some horrible shots down the stretch, and probably is the reason why they lost.
So you're staying pat on him?
Yes.
The Canadian Mamba, the Maple Mamba.
God, his shot selection down the stretch was horrible. Julius Randle was cooking until he got hurt. Portis was playing solid. And this joker...
Marcus Morris didn't hit the ball against
Oh,
anybody.
God. Marcus Morris, yeah, he had a hot stretch, and then in the fourth quarter, he just started shooting all kinds of crazy stuff.
23 points.
Yeah. But
He kept his anger under control.
him and RJ Barrett took turns shooting bad shots in the fourth quarter. They just took turns shooting bad shots. Like, that's why they lost.
Well, I mean, they do call him the Maple Mamba.
Oh, my God. RJ
They
Barrett.
have 4 shot selection in common.
Horrible. Whoa. Kobe hits bad shots. Bad shots.
You know, the one guy in the league, bad shot taker, tough shot maker, tough shot taker, tough shot maker?
Yes, sir.
J.R. Smith is the guy.
Oh, God.
J.R. Smith coming off the bench for the Lakers, as well as Carmelo Anthony and
Hey, you know
Andre
what?
Iguodala.
You know what? Those aren't bad additions if we could get them. J.R. Smith is not. We need a guy that can bring stability, that can shoot, come off the bench, play some tough defensive minutes. Like, I don't understand. Like, we should have got those guys. Not Melo. Melo need to go somewhere else. China. Shanghai Knights. They're calling.
The Bay City Sharks.
The Bay City Sharks. The Bay City Sharks. But yeah, like the Jamal Crawford, J.R. Smith, Andre Iguodala. Those are the 3 guys that should be on that bench.
Yeah.
Right now.
Sorry, there are some fans outside. We're a popular group here.
Yeah, I know. Kids, man. So yeah, that's who should be on that bench.
Yeah. All right. So I have another one for you about the Brooklyn Nets game.
Okay.
Your least favorite team
We're
in
gonna
the
talk
league.
about that.
Overreaction or reaction?
Sexy.
The Nets are screwed.
They're screwed. Reality. It's real life, man. If the only way they're gonna win is if Kyrie Irving goes ballistic every night. They're screwed, man.
All right, so I had an ulterior motive for asking you this question.
All right.
So I'm laying in bed last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And League Pass is free for the first week of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So on my computer, I'm watching Celtics 76ers.
Okay.
It's not going too far, but I'm still trying to keep my eye on that in case the Celtics make a run. And I'm thinking, I'm a smart person.
Yeah.
And I'll take my phone and I'll try to go on my NBA app and see if I can watch Brooklyn and Minnesota.
Right.
So I find the game, maybe log in my TV provider, makes me give an email, do all that.
Uh-huh.
So I got the game. It's like, would you rather watch it from the Brooklyn or Minnesota? So I said Brooklyn,
Right.
Brooklyn, yeah.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, yeah. So I start watching the game. It's about 4 minutes left of the game. Wi-Fi's bad.
Okay.
It's rough up there.
Okay.
Cuts out every once in a while, but we're still, we're in it.
Right.
About OT, it cuts off. I go to my computer. I'm like, all right, we're not messing around here.
Right.
I gotta see this. I saw the one shot I remember seeing. I saw Kyrie Irving hit the step back 3.
Okay.
And I saw Karl Anthony Towns hit the 3 on the following play.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Andrew Wiggins attempt the game winner.
Yeah.
And Jared Allen missed free throws. Yeah, that was regular in the fourth quarter. So then, going to my computer, it makes me go through the same things. Email. So I, of course, make a new email account.
Gotcha.
I got 20 of them. Plenty of them.
Yeah.
So, turn it on Brooklyn Nets. Watch about 30 seconds of it between start of the overtime and the end of the regular game. It's like, you cannot watch it on this one. Please choose another one. So I'm like, Minnesota.
Okay.
I can watch about 25 seconds of it and it says, you gotta choose another one. So I flip-flop back and forth between Brooklyn and Minnesota. I missed about the whole overtime
Oh
period.
my god.
And this is the worst part. So, when you're watching on the computer, there's always a little bit of a lag.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm watching. Kyrie Irving's got the ball. He's dribbling it with his left hand. He falls over. I see him get up. He starts to take the shot. Cuts out. And I get the alert that they lost. I didn't see the shot. It just stopped.
Look.
And all I got was an alert that they lost.
I was having almost a debate about that shot with my team, my high school team. It was like, man, if he didn't fall down, he didn't fall down.
He meant to fall down.
I think he did that on purpose.
I do too.
And I didn't think about it until I watched First Things First on FS1 with Chris Carter and I can't remember the
Skip
guy.
Bayless?
No. It's on Fox.
Oh.
It's Chris Carter and somebody else.
Right.
But anyway, so the guy, he's dribbling.
Yeah.
With his right hand. Kyrie's dribbling with his right hand. And instead of like he's too low to do a spin move.
Right.
And next thing you know, you see his feet come up off the ground. See his hand go down on the floor, and you see kind of like a tumble or whatever you want to call it. But he tumbles over top of the ball.
Right.
Picks the ball up and shoots it.
It's an effective move.
And I was sitting there looking at it in slow-mo, and I said, he did it on purpose.
Yeah. 100%.
Like, that's a playground move. Like, he just did like a Uncle Drew, you know what I'm saying, and one mixtape. I said, yo, what is he doing? That's your man. They screwed, man.
I think he did do it on purpose.
They screwed,
He
man.
definitely did it on purpose. But that was just so weird to watch
They
that happen in
screwed,
like a
man.
regular game. Like, you all saw the videos, I hope, of Kyrie Irving where he was standing on his toes and like leaned all the way forward.
Yeah.
He's like, he's got control of his body. Like that,
Yeah.
that guy's an alien.
Right, yeah.
He's not falling over because Josh Okogie is a lockdown defender.
Thank you.
No disrespect to Josh Okogie, but disrespect to Josh Okogie, you know? So, if it takes Kyrie Irving, a 50-point game from Kyrie Irving, to beat Karl Anthony Towns
And Andrew Wiggins.
and Andrew Wiggins, who stays in the corner, rumor has it he's still in the corner. He's waiting for the corner three.
He's still in the corner right now.
Still in the corner. Then, yeah, you're going to be in for some
You are
tough luck.
screwed, man.
One thing, though,
You know the Minnesota Timberwolves won't even make the playoffs in
yeah,
the West.
I'm happy that they played Jared Allen over DeAndre Jordan. Because you and I were both kind of skeptical about that.
I told you that stuff won't work. But in my opinion, I would probably play them both at the same time.
I don't think you can do that with neither of them are effective free throw shooters.
For stretches, I think you can.
Maybe.
Like, you know.
When you're playing a big team, maybe. But
I think you could just, see, that's what I'm saying. I think the old school mentality of having bigs on the floor that can defend the rim and, well, neither one of them can really score around the basket, so you're kind of screwed. Never mind. I retract that statement.
yeah, but Kyrie let's not take away from what Kyrie did.
He had a 50-point game. Congratulations. But you,
Too much hero ball down the stretch.
yeah, like my man Shannon Sharp said, you come to my restaurant, I only got hot dubs and L's, and he took an L home.
So I didn't watch 4 minutes and 50 seconds of overtime, basically. I
It
got
was
10
pretty
seconds
bad.
in.
Yeah, the overtime period was pretty bad.
I didn't see much of what he did, but I know that he went into overtime with 43 and he came out with 50. So he must have played pretty well in those or okay, at least in those
Yeah,
5
he
minutes.
was okay.
But down the stretch, he took the one shot off the backboard that he missed.
Mhm.
This was like not like right before the buzzer sounded because the Minnesota Timberwolves got the last shot, but it was right before that started happening. So
Right.
missed that shot. They got the offensive rebound.
Mm-hmm.
Passed it up to Kyrie, like, not in the corner, but like on the wing,
Right.
the 3-point line. He looked like he had an open shot. Karl Anthony Towns was guarding him,
Yeah.
and so obviously, if you're feeling it, I'm not mad with you taking the 3-point.
Right. Heat check.
Yeah. But you got Karl Anthony Towns on you. You
gotta
think
drive
that you
him.
could drive him.
Yeah, you got to drop him.
And if you're going to take the 3-pointer, shoot it when he's not
Right. All up
expecting
on
it.
you. Right.
But instead, he got the ball. He was like, all right, I'm just going to dribble it for 14 seconds. Not even going to try to cross him over or anything.
No, I'm
just
just going to dribble
it.
right here.
And then he just shot it. He missed it. And then he tried to hero ball it down the stretch. He fell over. He took a mid-range shot. It's not a bad shot. Effective move when used correctly. He had a free throw line open jump shot.
With the freaking Harlem Globetrotter move, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a good way to shoot it coming from
No.
a squat up.
from a somersault, man. Like, no.
Yeah.
All the moves in his arsenal, that's the one he chooses with the game on the line.
Right.
Come on, man. Like, what?
This is already the year of the spin move, though.
They are so screwed, man. They spent so much money on DeAndre Jordan. That's not gonna pan out.
But I can't stress out this is the year of the spin move. Pascal Siakam did about 20 of them. Kyrie Irving fell when he did a spin move. This is the year of the spin move.
He didn't fall. He did not fall. But I mean, but that's his move. That's Pascal Siakam move. Like he's gonna spin. Like that's what he's gonna do, a dribble, drive a hard spin, both hands, either way. I mean, it's an effective move, especially when you're like 6'9", 6'10", and a crossover is so, it can get stolen from you when little smaller guys are on you. So you use your body, you spin.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you basically the same question. So the Brooklyn Nets of the Northeast, or not the Northeast, of the Boston, aka the Boston Celtics, they are also screwed.
I agree. They're all screwed. Brooklyn, I might switch them. Boston might make as an 8 seed, and Brooklyn may not make the playoffs. Like, they're screwed. They're bad. They're bad. Boston is bad. Brooklyn's bad. They're bad. These are not good teams.
Wow. I was just going to come out and say it like that.
Yeah, they're bad, man. Did you see Gordon Hayward? Like, he was clearly their best player last
night. Yeah, he had 25 points. He looked really good.
He did.
But his fashion, I don't know. That was a little weird to see.
Yeah.
Because they were wearing green.
Yeah.
At their home court, and he's wearing all black.
Yeah.
That was a little strange.
Yeah. Yeah, talk about it. They're screwed.
Speaking of strange to see, I saw it earlier, but Jaylen Brown with a buzz cut. You know how NBA players, they look like they're supermodels.
They are having an identity crisis in Boston. You see Marcus Smart with the little stuff in his head. Jaylen Brown cuts his signature flat top off. Gordon Hayward has the slick.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Jason Tatum has the long sideburns. What is going on? Like he's stuck in the 70s somewhere, man. Like that bad. Look, you paid all that money. Kemba Walker gave you what, 12?
Yeah, he was pretty bad.
Like they, and Philly didn't even play outstanding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at no point,
my MVP Joel Embiid didn't even do that.
Right, but he had 14-13. But at no point in the game did I think Boston was going to come back and win that game.
Right. They were just not that good. I didn't see the final stat, but at the point I was watching it, which was I guess early fourth quarter, they were 11 for 21 from the free throw line.
Right.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's unacceptable for a team that shot 80% from the line last year.
Look, Ben Simmons went insane all through the lane, layups galore. Still hasn't shot a jump shot. But when you get 10 layups, who cares?
Right.
Al Horford dunking on you like. Look, Philly didn't. Like I said, Philly didn't look great, but they, you could tell they are a much better team than Boston. Boston is not going to be a top anything seed.
Right.
In the East.
All right, so I'm only going to ask you a couple more questions, unless you have any other ones.
No. Like, I think
there are a couple other games that happened, but those were all like the biggest games.
Yeah, the big ones.
Other than Denver and Portland, but when Denver and Portland always seemed to fly under the radar.
I wasn't like, I watched that whole game. Like, I wasn't even impressed with it.
So, what team from the first two nights were you most surprised by in a good way, and then surprised by in a bad way?
Surprised in a bad way the way the Lakers finished the game.
Right.
Surprised in a good way, how dominant Philly looked in a quote unquote bad showing.
Right.
They dominated that game, and they didn't even play well.
Right.
You?
So my surprise in a bad way is the Sacramento Kings, who lost the Phoenix Suns by 29 points.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
how do you lose to the Suns? I didn't say they were a playoff team, but
Jesus.
you just paid Buddy Hield 4 years.
Yeah, he got a
$85
lot
million.
of money.
You know, it's kind of weird. He wanted 100. They offered him 90, and then when I read the final contract, it was for 85.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Vlade over there? I don't know.
De'Aaron Fox didn't have a great game. Marvin Bagley broke his thumb.
Yeah, I saw that.
So he's out. Bojan Bogdanovic had like 5 points.
He ended up spraining. He sprained his ankle like really bad.
But I was expecting good things from them, and to come out and lose by 29 to the Suns.
Yeah, man, that was pretty bad. How did Devin Booker do?
He had 22.
Oh yeah.
He didn't lead the team in scoring though. I think that. Wait, who would it have been? I know. So it's him, DeAndre Ayton, and then there was,
Ayton had like 18 or something.
yeah, there was
like
a third player that was
Kelly Oubre had like 19. Or
that
something.
might have been who it was.
Or
Kelly
maybe he had
Oubre
like
might have-
24 or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, they have some good pieces, but to win by 29?
Yeah.
I don't think they would have
didn't
lost
expect
29 games.
Yeah, I
before they
didn't
won
expect that.
29.
I didn't expect that, and I was actually, I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, so Kings, very disappointing in them.
But I think that's also an overreaction. Like I just, I think Phoenix was geeked up.
Yeah, but it's Phoenix.
Yeah,
And the
it
Western
is.
Conference, basically every game matters.
Yeah,
Game
you're right.
1 to game 82. Especially against the Western Conference
Yeah,
team.
and you lose Marvin Bagley, he's gonna be out 4 weeks.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, like that's gonna be big.
And then most surprised by, in a good way. Trying to think through all the games. Timberwolves, was pleasant surprise that they actually played well. I was expecting.
I didn't think they played well. I just thought Karl Anthony Towns had a big game.
Yeah.
Wiggins, they all gave you what they normally do. Like
Right.
Wiggins had 17, Teague had 15. Like,
Alright, I got it. The Clippers. I was expecting that they'd be the championship team coming into the year. But to come out, they didn't look rusty.
I knew it.
They in a game 1 without Paul George, you don't normally beat a good team by 10 points. A double-digit game.
Well, I was impressed with how Kawhi handled the game. Like he picked his spots. He looks like a real throwback player. Like he came from the era of Kobe and them. Like he shoots the elbow jump shots, the mid-range jump shots. He shoots corner threes. Like he dominated the game. You know what I'm saying? And look, I'm not a Clipper fan. I'm not a Clipper hater. But he proved he was the best player in the league last night. He's clearly the best player in the league right now.
Alright, so due to the time that we're recording this, I don't know. Hopefully it'll get up tonight, but most of you probably won't watch it until tomorrow. So we didn't forget about the Bucks and the Rockets tonight. We didn't forget that the Warriors were playing tonight. If we don't have content on that, then the next time we record, we'll discuss those games.
Yeah.
So don't think we just forgot about that. I'll probably put something in the description because no one watches until this point. It's sad, but it's true. But watch this point, anyways. I don't know why I'm telling you that at the end, but
Right, man. What you doing, man?
watch till the end for a surprise. Oh, you're already here. Surprise. Surprise, Lakers lost by 10. Anthony Green has 28 points.
28.
Record for a Lakers opening.
Yeah.
Danny Green is going to go in the records book for the Lakers as highest points. That's insane. That Magic Johnson, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe Bryant, none of them had over 30 in their debut.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can understand Kobe because he's a rookie.
He was a rookie.
But
Shaq. I
Shaq.
thought Shaq had more than that in his debut, but he did.
I mean, that's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
But anyways, there's some good games, some bad games, a lot of close games. Hopefully that's a good omen that we're going to get a lot of close games
Yeah,
through
I
the
think
season.
so. Absolutely.
Real quick, predictions for Bucks Rockets and Warriors Clippers.
Who's at home? Bucks Rockers. Bucks?
I think it's the Raptors because I think
Rockets.
it's the Rockets because before I left I was watching the NBA channel and they legitimately had a red carpet and a DJ to show off their fits.
NBA, what are you doing? I think the Rockets will win. Close game though. I think they'll win, and the Clippers will win the second game.
Alright, I got Bucks and Clippers. Can't wait to see what Harden and Westbrook do in Game 1 together.
I think they're gonna
Should be
go
fun.
insane in Houston.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go insane.
So we talked about
James
Game
Harden
1.
might hit 40.
Oh. No, he's ready like Danny Green over there. So we talked about Luka Doncic, we talked about the Lakers, talked about the Clippers, talked about every team that played other than the ones that no one cares about.
Right, absolutely.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Season just started. We're already hitting you with some fire.
Yeah.
That will continue as the season continues.
Flames, baby.
Debate mates going into year 2 as strong as they entered year 1.
Absolutely.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as the NBA season starts. 20%. Oh, it's still recording?
Oh. Okay.
A new feature.
Okay, new feature.
So anyways, yeah, we'll keep hitting you guys with some fire. And we're going to keep that in the video because no one watches and knows.
Right.
And that's your surprise.
There you go.
We planned it.
There you go.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As the season continues, we'll keep getting you some content. As the games get better, more exciting, as the players get more accustomed to what it's like to have a regular season in the NBA because no one remembers what it's like.
Yeah.
So, Stretch, is there any message you want to leave the fans with?
LeBron, get your life together, man. Get Jamal Crawford, J.R. Smith, and Andre Iguodala on your bench right now, sir.
What a good note to end it on. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The teams we missed, Utah beat the Thunder by 5. Pistons beat the Pacers. Other than that,
who cares?
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed again, and Debate Mates out.
Debate Mates.